Hello guys, welcome to Designing by SolidWorks. This is the part 2 video for the modifying feature options. Today in this segment we are going to learn about the linear and some other patterns. In the feature command manager you can see the linear pattern option, and the drop down to this there are other options like circular pattern, the mirroring option, curve driven, sketch driven and table driven patterns, and the fill pattern and variable patterns. To use these mirroring features or other features, patterning features, we first need to draw a sketch and then make a simple extrude. Then we'll make a feature in it like cut feature or any other feature. Then we will mirror that or pattern that. So I'll make a simple square. Now go to features, extruded boss, make this 30. Okay. So now we have a simple extrude on our screen right now. I'll select this planar face. I'll draw a circle right here. Make it like 15 mm. Okay, now exit the sketch, go to features, and now go to the extruded cut feature. Select through all. Okay, now this circle is cut through all, through the whole feature. Click OK. So now our cut feature is created. Okay, let's go to the patterning option, and let's first begin with the mirror option. What the mirror tool does is it is used to copy or mirror a selected feature, face or body about a specified plane. So see, in the left hand side you can see the mirror property manager here. So you can see some options like mirror face or plane, about the plane or face you want to mirror your extrude or cut feature here. This is the features to mirror, faces to mirror and bodies to mirror options. See, in the options there are some general options like geometry pattern, propagate visual properties and the preview options. We'll learn them. So first select the mirroring face or plane. See, in the SolidWorks there are 3 default planes, the front plane, top plane and the right plane. If we have to mirror this cut extrude, then we can select the front plane or the right plane. If I select the front plane, okay, in the features to mirror, select the cut feature. See, here in the yellow graphics you can see here the cut feature is being mirrored about this front plane. Okay, now in the options, see, there is an option that is the geometry pattern. So what does the geometry pattern does is, this option is by default cleared in this rollout. So if you mirror a feature that is related to some other entity, the same relationship will be applied to the mirrored feature. In this case, the cut feature along the plane, when we are mirroring it about the front plane, the same relationship here, this cut feature is directly replicated in this mirror feature, the new cut feature that is being mirrored. So the mirror cut feature will be created with the same end condition with which the feature was terminated. If I select the geometric pattern checkbox right here, the resulting mirror feature will not depend on the relational references. It will just create a replica of the selected geometry. So clear the box. If I select bodies to mirror, you can see some other options right here like the merge solid option and the knit surfaces option. The merge solid options, the checkbox is used to merge the mirrored body with the parent body. Consider that you want to mirror a body along a selected plane or a planar face of the same body, and the resulting mirror body is joined to the parent body. In this case, you select the merge solids checkbox. The resulting mirror body will merge with the parent body and will turn into a single body. If the merge solid checkbox is cleared, the resulting body will join with the parent body but will not merge with it. Therefore, it will result in two separate bodies. And the knit surfaces, what this option does is, if you mirror a surface body, then select the knit surfaces checkbox to knit the mirror and the parent bodies together. Okay, now select OK. See, the cut feature is mirrored about the front plane we have selected. So that's how you mirror a feature, face or body about a selected face or a plane in SolidWorks. So the next one is linear pattern. Let's begin with linear pattern. As discussed in the previous chapters, you can arrange the sketched entities in a particular manner, particular pattern. Similarly, you can also arrange the features, faces and bodies in a particular pattern. Here you are provided with various types of patterns, such as you can see the linear pattern and the circular pattern, curve driven pattern, sketch driven, and the table driven pattern, the filled pattern. Okay, so let's begin with the linear pattern. See, so what linear pattern option does is it patterns features, faces and bodies in one or two linear directions. So let's click this. So you can see the linear panel property manager is invoked here on the left. You can see some options like direction 1, direction 2, features to pattern, faces to pattern, bodies to pattern, the instances to skip and some options, and then instances to vary. So direction 1 and direction 2 is the direction in which I want to pattern my feature or my body. If I select this edge, see, this is as direction 1 and you can see the arrow right here. That means in this direction our extrude or any body if I select will be patterned. See, there are some options like the spacing option and the number of instances options. Like, see here in the features to pattern, if I select this cut feature, see, in direction 1 the number of instances is 4. That means 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means at the termination of this pattern option there will be 4 features created. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. If I increase it, see, you can see the number of increasing. In the spacing, see, this spacing is, if this circle, the center of this circle and this circle, the distance is 20 millimeter right now. In the direction 2, if I select this edge as direction 2, you'll see what happens. Increase the number of instances. See, increase the spacing to make it more visible. See, first we patterned in direction 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4 extrude, cut extrude were created. But when we patterned again in direction 2, these all 4 extrudes features, cut features are again patterned into a complete total of 16 cut features. See, if I decrease in direction 1, see, this complete row is gone. Like in direction 1, 3 patterns and then they are patterned up to 4 patterns. In direction 2, total 3 into 4, 12 patterns. Here you can select any face or any body to pattern. In the instances to skip, So this feature is used to skip some of the instances from the pattern. These instances are not actually deleted, but they disappear from the pattern feature. You can resume these instances at any time of your design cycle. See here, if I click on this, see, this pattern is no more visible. So if I click OK right now, these 11 patterns will be created except this one. If I select this also, if I select this also, so now these 9 patterns will be created except these 3. Here in the option you can see the similar options like the mirroring feature, the geometry pattern, propagate visual properties, and the full preview and partial preview. In the instances to vary option, so what this option does is, this is used to vary the dimensions of some of the instances from the pattern. By default, the options in this rollout are not activated. To make them active, select this checkbox, tick, OK. You can see the complete rollout right here. So when we select the checkbox, the options are active now. So what does these options do is, see, direction 1 increment, choose feature direction dimension to vary in direction 1. If I select this one, skip instance, modify instance. If I select modify instance, see, direction 1 spacing, direction 2 spacing, click value to enter. Here we can vary this feature in dimensions, in spacing in both the directions. If I set this as 10, see what happens. This feature, this pattern is now created at a 20 millimeter spacing in direction 1 and also a 10 millimeter spacing in direction 2. So this is on the diagonal of this right angle triangle of 20 and 10. So that's what the instances to vary option does. Okay, here you can see another option. It is not available right now, the vary sketch. So what this vary sketch option do is, it is used in a pattern where the shape and size of each pattern instance is controlled by the relations or dimensions of the sketch of that feature. In this type of pattern, the dimensions of the sketch of the feature is selected as the directional reference, in which in turn drives the shape and the size of the sketch of the feature to be patterned. To create this type of pattern, the sketch of the feature to be patterned should be in relation with the geometry along which it will vary. Okay, now if I select OK, see, this is how the cut feature is being patterned. So that's it for linear pattern. Let's now go to the circular pattern. Let's delete this one. It is making the surface hazy. Okay, in the circular pattern option you can see some options. See, in the property manager you can see the similar kind of options like the parameters, features to pattern, faces to pattern, bodies to pattern, instances to skip, and some option. In the parameters, okay, you are prompted to select an edge or an axis for the direction reference and a face of the feature to be patterned. If you need to create a circular pattern on the circular feature, click on this pattern axis. Okay, wait, let's see. Pattern axis. Okay, features to pattern. This you can see. If I increase this, it is actually making this edge as axis, and this extrude is being circled about this edge like this in the anti-clockwise direction. And if I click on this in the clockwise direction, you can see. Okay, that's it. So to make this circular pattern, we first need to create a circle. Okay, select this plane, sketch, make a circle right here. Okay, now go to exit sketch, go to the circular pattern, and the parameters, select this. Okay, it is prompting us to select an axis. It won't select a plane or a circle. It must be a straight line. Okay, let's create a plane. The first reference is this, and the second reference is this point. Okay, in the plane 1, select sketch, select a line. Okay, now exit the sketch, go to the circular pattern option. See, in the parameters you can select this, and the features to pattern. See, now this cut feature is being rotated about this line we draw right now on this reference plane. If I increase, you can see this is circled about the axis, the pattern axis we have selected. You can hear this is the angle at which, see, center of this circle and this circle, they are at an 15-degree angle. If I increase it, make it 30, see, the distance is increasing. This is the spacing angle. And also if I select equal spacing, see, the total number is 26. If I decrease it, see what happens. All the patterns are from equal distance to each other, and the other options are pretty similar to the linear pattern option, like features to pattern, faces to pattern, bodies to pattern. The instances to skip, here if I select this instance, see, this one is skipped. And in the options there are also the similar options like geometry pattern, propagate, visual properties, full preview, partial preview, and instances to vary. If I click OK, see, this kind of patterning is created. Okay, so This cut feature is patterned about this pattern axis. That's how the circular pattern is done. Okay, so the next one is curve driven pattern. So the curve driven pattern tool is used to pattern features, faces or bodies along a selected reference curve. A reference curve can be a sketch entity, an edge, or an open profile or a closed loop. The next one is sketch driven pattern. So it is used to pattern a feature, face or a body to be arranged in a non-uniform manner, which is neither rectangular or circular. To create a sketch driven pattern, first you need to create an arrangement of the sketch points in a single sketch. This arrangement of sketch points will drive the instance in the pattern feature. You have to select the features or faces you want to pattern, and also you have to select the plane, and also you have to select the sketch about which you want to guide your pattern, or you want to guide your face or body that will act as a path to your patterning. The table driven pattern, what this feature does is it is used to create a pattern by specifying the x and y coordinates of the pattern feature with reference to a coordinate system. The instances of the selected features, faces or bodies are created at the points specified using the coordinates, the x and y coordinates. What the fill pattern does is it is used to fill a defined area with pattern of features, faces, bodies or any predefined holes. The area is to be filled with a pattern of features or holes. Can be a sketch entity, a face or a coplanar face. So when we select fill pattern, we have to select a fill area and an feature or any predefined hole, and it patterns the feature in that selected area until the area is completely filled with that pattern. So that's it for today, guys. In the next video we'll learn about the other features like the rib, draft, cell and wrap, and the intersect features. So see you in the next video. Thank you.